Probably looks really funny on the screen, but that's real. Welcome back to Self-Built. Today I'll be showing you a trick that you can use when training legs to make it so the weight is much harder, you don't have to strain your joints as much, and you get an insane pump. What could it be? Oh, it's these bad boys again. I'll show you how I do BFR training, blood flow restriction training, or occlusion training, which is way cooler to say. I'll show you where you want to put these, how tight you want it to be, and give you some ideas of how to optimize it. Let's jump into this. If you haven't seen any of my other BFR training videos, go and check them out. But I show you how you can do arms, and when you're doing arms, you have it as high up as you can, as close to your shoulder. For legs, it's the same idea, but you're hiking it up to your groin, pretty dang high. It helps to sit down when doing this for obvious reasons. You're just gonna slide it up your leg, scooch these up a little bit. With these bands, I just have it all the way out until the Velcro hits because it's pretty stretchy, and then I don't really need to tighten it. I'll just put my little holder thing right here so that way it's all dandy. You don't have to go too crazy tight, and it's hard to gauge it at first because the legs are so thick and it's not like you can feel the blood flow get cut off really fast. So you might have to play with it, do some warm-up sets and see how it feels. But I've already done this once before with my last leg workout and it felt really nice. You do like 40 to 60% of your normal repping weight, and it gives your joints a little bit of a break, and you still get a crazy pump, and you get a burn, which feels really good too. And I got sore. So I'm like, hey, this is working, it's feeling good, and it gives my joints a little bit of a rest, so you can kind of do a deload phase for your joints. And then after doing this for a while, you can get back to doing heavier weights, so you can kind of play around with it, or if you have any sort of nagging injuries, or trying to do any sort of rehab and you want to be able to preserve your muscle or try to build as much as you can, this could be a good option. My first occlusion exercise is going to be standing hamstring leg curls, and then I'm going to superset with squats. What I did before I started this video is I did one exercise for each muscle group on the legs, and I just like to get a lot of blood flow in there, get them nice and warm, and kind of pre-fatigue them a little bit, and then go to lighter weight with these bands and just pump it out. You can do it however you want, but for me, I just like that and it feels really nice, so I'm gonna keep doing that. You don't have to go crazy heavy with weight. After you do a set or two, fatigue is really gonna set in and you're not even gonna be able to do heavy weight if you wanted to, but just do about half your normal weight that you'll do for reps. The first set might seem a little easy, but don't worry, it'll catch up to you. I've done these for biceps and triceps, and I've been pleasantly surprised with how sore I've been getting while doing it. And it's been kind of nice because my elbows have been telling me a little bit with some tendonitis saying, hey, give us a little bit of a break. But a lot of us say, hey, I want to keep working out. I don't want to stop. So it's a nice way to give them a little bit of a break and still get the muscle sore while the tendons and joints get a little bit of a rest. Something I really like about these bands is it gives you tactile stimulation, and what it means is it's touching all of your leg muscles and it helps you mentally connect to your muscle better and get a better contraction. So it's a really cool way to get a little extra out of those reps on top of everything else. Yeah, I'm doing just the bar, which is pretty weak. But after doing one exercise and cutting off the blood flow, I'm already starting to burn, which is pretty bad. But that just means, hey, my lower back's gonna be happy, my knees are happy, joints are happy. Whew. Still getting a good burn too. Oof. When When I'm doing my leg curls, I don't even need to touch the back of my leg because this is already doing it for me. Oof. Yeah, I'm already feeling at 8. Usually I could crank this out. This isn't even my working weight. It's just funny how fast you'll fatigue. It like tricks your mind because like your central nervous system is like, this is lightweight, why can't you do it? But your muscles are just like, I can't breathe. You're choking me out. And it forces your body to get some soreness. Feels really nice. I've got to at least put something on the bar. So I'll just do 2 10s, and honestly, that'll probably be enough since that fatigue kicks in so quick. These bands help blood get into the muscle, but it really slows it from escaping, and that is how you get that intense burn. And the burn, it's kind of similar to calves, because calves will burn, but then they just keep on burning for a while. Pretty similar with that when you use these bands. But one really nice thing is, hey, I'm doing squats and I am not just gasping for air just for the fact of doing squats. Since I'm doing it lighter, it's just the muscles that are screaming instead of my whole body getting used a ton. Come on, go! Come on, miss here. Oof. Not bad for 2 10s. I like to do shorter rest periods and a couple extra sets when I'm doing this type of training. I think it's just because it's that mental thing where it's like, oh, this weight doesn't feel heavy, but once you're in it, your muscle's just like, So I'll just typically do somewhere around 5 to 7 sets, which sounds like a lot, but when you're going back to back really quick, using less weight, it's really not that bad. You're not that exhausted overall. You don't get that systemic fatigue, but that one certain muscle that you're working on, it's just like, what did you do to me? You just put me in the meat grinder or something? And this being lighter weight helps you focus more on technique, gets your ego out of the way, just helps you focus on getting the best technique you can. Come on, leg, get going. As far as tightness with these, you want it on a scale of 7 out of 10. If you start to feel numbness, tingling, or lots of discoloring, loosen it up a little bit. And if you're not getting much of a squeeze, just tighten them down. Oof. Woo. Burning. Oof. Oof. Probably looks really funny on the screen, but that's real. They're super heavy. They're super heavy tens, that's what it is. One of the reasons I'll go quick without much resting is you shouldn't have your limbs restricted on blood flow for too long. I don't know how long that would be, but I like to just get it in and out, finish it off, get it done within 30 minutes or less. But you can definitely play with it and see what feels good for you. I used to use these quite a bit, and then I started to get more equipment and I kind of lost track of them. But I'm falling back in love with these things. I've been playing with them for about a week and a half. They're awesome. I wouldn't say it's a cheat code to grow, because you still gotta have a strong mindset, push through pain, and really challenge yourself. If you wanna try a different approach without using as heavy of a weight, this is a way to help it. This is not the end all be all by any means. It's just another tool in your toolbox, and see what works for you, what you enjoy, and keep going at it. Break through those plateaus and get them gains. I typically like to do 2 to 3 exercises. I'll leave a link on the description of where you can find these if you don't have any already. Let me know if you've tried these before, if you like them, if you don't like them, or what you've heard about them. If you have any questions about them, let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to tune in next time for more self-build.